Hi everybody. I'm in the middle, well not in the middle. I've just started working on a second project that's gonna go with the project that I made for your lace. And I decided that I wanted to do some kind of a hanging piece. And I go through Pinterest a lot, and I recalled seeing I think it was like a DIY project on a wall hanging that was also pockets to put whatever you wanted to put in there. But it was made out of other material. I think it was like a maybe like a canvas fabric or something similar, or linen, like a thick linen. But the fabric that I had, none of it I really wanted to use for this, and I can't go shopping. I'm still on my spending freeze. So instead of looking at going to stores or anything and looking for material, I just decided to go into my stash, and I had 4 pieces of felt that I don't recall where I got this from, but I had it in this pink and in this um, tan, not really tan, but it ain't really peach, it's more like a skin tone. So I decided to go with that, and I took the two. Now this actually is stiffer than this. This seems to be softer, so I actually prefer that for what I'm doing. But I am going to do some sewing, and that's not going to be recorded on camera. I can't figure out how I could do that, but I will be sewing the main parts of this, and then the rest is going to get altered or decorated as if I was doing my altered canvas bags, something similar to that, because most of this you're not going to see because it's going to get covered in trims and things. I pulled out this piece here that someone gave me a while back, and I thought this would be nice hanging off of it, like parts of this. Again, it's going to be a hanging piece. I had this really pretty hanger that somebody gave me. I'm not sure if it was for children's clothing or for um, like an undergarment or something. But someone gave this to me a while back in a swap or a rack, and I kept it. So I knew one day I'm going to use it for something. So I thought this would be my hanger, and it was a nice little size. So I took the pieces that I had, let's just say it's this peachy colored one, and I put it, against here so I could see the width. And this was actually wider than this, so I trimmed off about this much off the side. And then what I did was, actually I went this way. That's what I did. I'm sorry. I went horizontally and then trimmed off the excess, just a little under, I think. Trimmed off the excess, and I knew I wanted this width. So then I took the second one and just kind of eyeballed, folded it over to see where is my pocket. Do I want a wider pocket or a thinner pocket? So I came up with this width. Let me put my hand there. This width, and I'm actually going to either sew one section, I think one, or thirds, because I've seen it done in thirds. So we'll see how that's going to go. Then I just cut that piece off, cut off this side, and I did keep the strips because I need to make something that's going to hold or going to grab onto the hanger part. So I'm actually going to do this because I know I had seen something like this on that Pinterest thing. But once I get that, I'm actually going to secure it so it's not going to come off of the hanger, and then everything's going to get decorated as one piece. So these are the 2 pieces that I'm going to use for that, and I'm just going to put everything else aside. I won't be needing this anymore. So, and being this is a little thicker than this one, it's going to be nice and sturdy. And then once I start layering everything, then it's going to be even more sturdy. So I'm just trying to straighten it out. I didn't measure anything. I didn't use a ruler or no straight edges, so I'm just kind of eyeballing a straight line here. And I don't care if it gets too thin. I think that's good. Again, most of this is probably going to get covered up. So Okay, that looks straight. So let me clean this up. Alright, so what I'm going to do first is sew this, and I'm just simply going to stitch the two with my sewing machine. You could do it by hand, but I got a sewing machine, so I might as well use it. That's another thing I need to use more often. So I'm going to just sew the 3 sides here and then one in the center. The one that I had seen was longer, and I think it had 3 sections. I'm doing a pretty long pocket so that long things will fit in there. So I'm going to do that, and I'm just going to be off camera, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back, and I think I am done sewing. I think the rest I'm just going to glue on. There's no need for me to sew on all the pieces that I'm going to be putting on because the main part of this is sewn. So I'll just show you close up. I am not good at sewing. I can't get straight lines, but you know, it doesn't really bother me that much, and I know that I'm going to be covering up most of what you see here. And it's supposed to be a handmade piece anyway, so you're going to have, you know, not so straight lines. Like, the line is straight, but it went that way. See? And even my edges here, they're not all straight, but it works. And what I did do though was, because I hand cut this piece, I turned it around so that the straight edge, the part that I didn't cut, is on top, just in case, and then the piece that I did cut is on the bottom. And I'm not going to try to cut it and straighten it out because I am going to be covering it with a lot of stuff. So here it is, a little 2 pocket. It's all sewn, 3 sides and in the middle, and then I went ahead and sewed on the tabs, and I did it with, as you can see, I just went around like in a square, and I did the same thing to the other side. And I didn't care what color thread I was using. I actually used a tan and a white, but that's not going to show. So let me just see how this fits on my hanger right now as it is. So it's kind of long, so when I attach this, I'm just going to probably, I mean, this is a little too short, so like I said, I am going to be securing this permanently so it doesn't come off, so I'm not too worried about that. So I'll just hot glue it in place and then add stuff here, so I'm not worried about that. But if you have a longer hanger or clips or something, you know, that would probably be ideal. I think I'm going to start gluing this in so that it's all one piece. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead. But what I'm going to do is trim off a little bit and just trim this at an angle this way so that, because this is a little too short, I just want to kind of give it an angle. You'll see what I mean as I go. Let's see here. If I can get a hold of it. Not too much. Still want it to have some maybe there. Is that the same? I'm not good with straight lines. Okay, so this is, let's see how that is. Yeah, that's better. Doesn't have too much like fabric protruding. Okay. I think I'm going to remove this bow. I don't know if it comes off. Oh, it comes off all the way. Cool. I might use it again, so I'm going to save that. But for now, I'm just going to glue in my piece. Hopefully I don't burn myself. a little bit for now. I want to make sure that it hangs right. Alright, so now I'm just going to add some more around it now that I know it's in the right spot. Okay, so that's secure. Hopefully that works. Yeah, I think that'll work. Let's just see how much of this I want to cut. Well, that's a hole right there, so let's try to start it around there. Maybe cut okay. So I'm going to try to leave that in place and cut it. Oh, what about that hole? Because I want to cut above that. I never thought I would cut into this one. And we would say, oh no, I can't cut into that. That's too pretty. It's going to look so much prettier on a project. And I still got plenty left for, maybe I'll use it again on this. Alright, so I do need to glue it down so that these corners here are in, not coming out. At least most of it. Well, that's going to hang nice. Okay, let's see, right about there. Okay. Ooh, I love the way that just hangs. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay. So we got that. Now, what if I hang? Let's see how that looks. I gotta look at it. This piece. And I gotta keep in mind that something else is gonna cover this, so I can always pull it so that it's kind of ruffled too. Ooh, I like that. I think this would be nice. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and then the last piece I'm going to turn in. That's pretty straight, I guess. Let's see if I can bring this in now. Ooh, you know what I'm thinking? That would be nice. This is a strange trim. Let's see, this way maybe. Because I could cover a lot of area here with this piece, then just finish here and then a little bit here. And that brings in some pink. Yeah. Like down here, right? Oh yeah, it just, you know, cuts off some of that pink. Okay, so that's how it is so far. Okay, and you know what? I want to glue this a little more. I think I'm going to glue these almost like it's closed. I don't like the way it was, get some of that extra glue off. So it's kind of like closed there. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so far so good. So, okay, let me just cut it. Where do I want to cut? Seems like there's already a cut there. I'll do it so that one is smaller than the other. And there, no, up here. Or maybe some of this pink stuff. Bring down the pink. Which side is like so. Oh, I kind of like that. Maybe that's what I need to do. Okay, it's time to sacrifice a piece of this. I'm not even sure if I'm going to use it. And I need to... I think I was going to stick it under here somehow. See, I like that. Okay, so I need to cut some. It's got to be a bit of this off. Just a little bit. I'm not sure if I want to tuck it under here or not. It's got to unglue it a little bit. Let's see how that looks. Yeah. Okay, I just need to cut some more. I don't want to cut too much. There. Now that's more like it. See, that breaks out that look. Now I just got to tuck in something over here. Actually, I kind of like it right here where I just stuck it, so I'm going to do that. I'm thinking that looks pretty good. Just trying to loosen up some of these pieces so they're not too flat. I want some movement. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay. Right there. Yeah. I like that. Although I should have put this finishing trim there. Okay. Let me come back and do that before I go too far. Do I want that or do I want this? No, I'm going to put that on top. Okay. Okay. I forgot about that. I got excited. Okay, so now I gotta get under here somehow. At least just enough. Oh, if I could tuck it under there. It's gonna get stuck to my finger. I just know it. There. Okay. It's under. Now I'm going to push that down. And I'm not going to worry about this little piece that didn't have the trim because I'll do something there. Whew. Okay. How are we looking? So so far. Let me push this over. Okay, so I wanted to see if I could use this trim here, and I think this is the one that I just recently got from Muriel, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, where is... Oh, there's another one here. Let's see here. Let's see if I could use this somewhere on my project. Either here or up here maybe. That would be cute. And then this could finish it off here. And then I gotta put something here. So I guess I should cover this first. Then I'll put this down and this down. And I do want to run something across here. And I'll probably be using some more pieces that I'm going to tuck here and there. So I am going to use this. Let me think of what I'm going to do here. Because this is kind of wide and this is not going to cover it enough. Unless, nah, I don't like that. I'm going to use... Whew. Let's try this. Oh, it's wide and I can just go underneath there and around, and yep, that's it. This is it. That's what we're doing. Now I lost which side is the front. Oh, I hate this. Okay. That's my front, so is it? How do you know which is the front? Does it matter? I don't think it matters. Alright, so we're going to use this trim here instead. And I'm going to just go just underneath that pocket a little bit. Let it dry before I bring it down. Okay. And then turn it over. And here is where I'm going to finish my back with this trim all the way. And Now to get this under here, I'm going to trim a little bit off because this side it seems like there's less space than last time. Okay, that's good. And I like that. So maybe I'll just put a little bit there for the finishing touch. Yeah, why not?